Welcome to Fly Tying Step by Step. Today I will be tying a baitfish pattern, ideal for barbel, bass and also largemouth yellowfish or any other predatory fish. So what I'm using here is a wide gape B10S size 6 hook. I've put in a zonker strip in tan and I've pushed my hook through the hide and I've put it in upside down. So with that in place, I'm just going to secure it. As I tie it in, I'm just making sure that the zonker lies flat in a straight line. With that tied in, I'm just going to secure it. You can also put in a tail guard with mono if you require it, but it's not necessary. After that being done, I am just going to tie in a little bit of flash. Baitfish always have a shimmer to them. I'm just going to tie in a little bit of flash on top of the hook. For the body, I'm using a synthetic in a tan barred color, and I'm actually going to do a split thread and put it in there. These have quite long fibers, so it's very nice to shape and trim them afterwards. So make sure that you keep tension on the thread so that the materials don't fall out. Give your bobbin a good spin and twist those fibers into your thread. I always like to just take a little bit of Velcro and just comb out the fibers. If anything got trapped, and just make sure they are all combed out. With that done, we start our tying, just stroking back the fibers as I go along. You can add material as you go along. I'm just going to add a little bit of flash in again. You can also put this in your dabbing loop if you so wish, but I'm just going to put 2 or so strands on each side and tie them in with my material as I go along. stroking those fibers back. As you progress to the front of the fly. I will continue this process until I get to about a third of the shank length from the eye of the hook, where I will be tying in my eye of my fly. Right about there. So before I do my dumbbell eye, I'm going to put in a weed guard. For that I'm using 30-pound mono. I'm just going to flatten the mono so that it doesn't create too much bulk on the hook. Weed guards might not be necessary in all instances, but for some species that tend to prefer the safety of structure, it's always a good idea to use a weed guard. You can also add a drop of super glue onto your thread when you tie it in, but that's a personal preference. Make sure that your weed guard is in line with the point of your hook, so that it does what it is designed to do, namely protect the hook from hooking into structure instead of fish. With that in place, I'll just trim it to length, and I'm also going to flatten out this bottom section so that I can bend it a bit and it can fold over the hook. Rather have a little bit longer, you can always trim it shorter if you find it too long. There you have it. So now I will continue and tie my eye. I'm going to tie it at the bottom. These dumbbell eyes can be tricky to tie. They always want to spin. Also, a trick some people use is to take super glue and just secure it with super glue as well. So make sure you figure eight it. Use a figure eight wrapping method. Make sure it sits correct so that you don't throw your fly off balance. After tying in the eyes, I will add some more material to the front of the fly. So I'm just adding material to the head of the fly, and I'm actually using a figure eight around the eyes, combing back those materials so they lie flat to the back, making sure that the profile remains intact. Now all that's needed is to clean up the head, make sure all the fibers are lying back. Just going to form a nice head, keeping all the material in their place, and whip finish. You can tie this in different colors as well. This tan natural is just a great pattern, seeing that it is a lighter color and most baitfish are to the lighter shades. That's also work in black, in olive, dark olive, light olive, grey, all of those. After that, we can just trim it, take all those rancid fibers out of play. But remember, when this fly is wet, it's going to take on a completely different dimension. I will also show you a wet version at the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Enjoy your fly time, enjoy your fly fishing. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, click on like, and also join our Facebook page, Fly Tying Step by Step. It's www.facebook.com/flytying123, or just search for Fly Tying Step by Step. Enjoy your fishing. Thank you for watching. Bye.